that was temporarily. That was.
I think we might need some popcorn for this mock test.
That was a second. Back in the hot seat, ready to rock and roll and show Laura how it's done. How to pass the mock test.
We're not on, are we?
Yeah.
Are we on?
What is up, guys? No, I don't like it saying it like that.
Why not?
That doesn't sound good. What is up, guys? You sound like an idiot.
Ain't that what you normally say?
What is up, guys?
You always sound like an idiot.
Fighting talk.
Here we go. 20 minutes later.
What is up, guys? We are here at Mitcham Driving Test Centre for a driving mock test. Every single driving mock test I've done, I passed with flying colours. So this one should This one should be.
You passed?
Yeah.
With flying colours? Did you see the pig fly?
This one should be just as interesting, just as memorable, and just as helpful for you guys to pass your driving test. Laura's going to take me on a brand new driving test route at Mitcham Driving Test Centre. They've changed up all their routes recently, so this one should be good, helping you guys to pass at Mitcham much more easily. Even if you haven't got your driving test at Mitcham, this one's going to be helpful for you because we're going to talk about how to drive, how not to drive, and what you need to do to pass your driving test. Also, it's going to be hilarious. So
we're not going to be following sat-nav today. We are going to be following some road signs. Now, when you're following road signs, sometimes the road signs are a little bit sporadic.
So you might not always hit road signs. You might get turn left and then another road sign.
Yes.
So this could be quite tricky. You need to concentrate. You need to focus. So get in the comments. Am I going to pass? Am I going to fail? Let's find out. Let's find out. So we can get rid of this, huh?
We can,
right, cool.
Indeed.
Shot that in the back. And let's turn the rest of the cameras on.
That's how we treat men called Tom.
Do you know any men called Tom?
No, I don't.
Don't know any men called Tom?
No.
Is that because you treated them by throwing them, kicking them to the curb?
So this route is going to be made up of...
If your name's Tom, I do apologise. Laura hates you, I don't.
Sorry. This route is going to be made up of some distinctive parts of Mitcham routes kind of combined together to make a nice, interesting, fairly difficult route in hope that Francis will fail as ridiculously as I did. Let's go.
See, seriously, I'm taking it now. I'm taking it so seriously. I even checked all around when I knew the car park was empty.
Oh, no hands!
Yeah, I'm going straight. Going in a straight line.
Nice to know that your wheels are aligned perfectly, that it was still able to drive
right. So I'm taking it nice and easy. I'm in second gear, but I wasn't accelerating around that bend because I'm taking it easy. I'm on a driving test. Planning ahead. When red light shows, wait here.
Red light shining.
I'm not exactly at the sign, but I'm waiting a little bit early because I want to leave room for these guys up ahead.
It's a little windy as well. You don't want the...
it's a bit windy. Don't want the sign to fly off onto my bonnet.
You don't want it to fly off and hit your beautiful Mercedes.
Beautiful Mercedes. What other car would you want to have other than a Mercedes? Peugeot. Checking my mirror
is the one.
every single time I move.
I would personally
left or
slow
right.
it down a little bit more here. You're going a little bit too fast out of the test centre, in my opinion.
It's a long straight road that I can see all the way down. There's no hazards.
I mean, you're going at 25 miles an hour.
What's the speed limit?
I mean, there is no signs.
Okay, cool.
Mr. Security, we can take a left, please.
Shout out man like security. What is up?
Dressed like it's winter.
It's really cold. What's the temperature today? 12 degrees. That's not warm. If I was sitting out there all day, I'd be dressed up like it was Arctic.
Like it was Arctic.
30 miles an hour, straight up to the speed limit.
Please, stay within the speed limit? I mean, 32.
Would you? Don't worry, there's no telemetry. That says 30. I've not got the telemetry plugged in. That says on my dashboard 30 miles an hour.
You just don't want to be in a car for me as long as he needs to be. Like, he's like, let's just get this done and get home.
Flying well ahead so I can see that the cars are slowing down. I'm doing it nice and early to give my examiner a nice, smooth braking action, not braking too late. Back into first gear, so I'm ready to rock and roll. Checking again before I set off. This guy ahead's not, what's he doing? He's not even looking. Was he on the phone? What's he doing?
Have no idea.
Prime time to use a horn, but not on your driving test. We won't hoot people in anger on our driving test.
I mean, he's an Audi driver. He might hoot back.
He probably would, and do some hand gestures which aren't in the highway code.
Yeah. So we are turning left at the lights. It's signposted Beddington.
Beddington.
So if you are following road signs, they could use this as your first directional sign. Where are we off to, Francis?
Spotted it. Left at the traffic lights.
If you've missed the sign, don't be afraid to ask your examiner.
Definitely.
Get clarification. Find out where it is you're going.
They will always help you with directions. They'll normally help you with a lot of other things as well. So the worst thing that can happen is they'll say, I can't help you with that. What do you think? Hey, here we go. Green traffic lights. I can check my mirrors in advance. I know there's no motorbikes and cyclists passing me. Ready to set off when the Audi cut. What?
Nice update on your mirror check there, Francis.
Thank you very much. I'm really taking this one seriously. Can you tell? I really need to pass this one. This is
Don't
like
be alarmed by the road ahead closed.
Oh!
Did you notice the speed limit of Tolworth
No,
Part 2?
it was just
Tolworth Part 2 all over again.
That was temporarily. That
I
was.
think we might need some popcorn for this mock test.
That was a second. I went up to 24
I
for a
mean,
split second, and then brought it straight back down. Ezra would have let me go on that one. So would Leroy. Shout out, man like Leroy.
What's this?
Man like Leroy, what's up?
What you said?
How you been?
I'm alright. What's this? A movie? What's this? Fast and Furious?
Not with Lawrence driving. Leroy's a ledge. If you didn't catch Leroy in the other video, I might put him in there just to make Laura forget what I just did. Are you giving me that
Beautiful.
one? Are you giving me that? I'm bang on 20. I noticed
You're
it.
bang on 20 now. I mean, good control of your speed eventually.
Yeah, cool. So we're going to let that one go. In the comments, guys. Get in the comments.
I wouldn't let it go.
Back me up here.
I mean, if this was COVID time, you'd be coming down here around the roundabout and back to the test centre. So
Guys, back me up. Get in the comments. Let Laura
24
know.
in a 20 zone.
For a split second.
But it was the extent of how harshly you accelerated round.
Yeah, I was
there.
confident, and then I realised-
it was overconfident.
Guys, listen. Look at this road right now.
Just because you drive a Mercedes.
Why is this 20? Now we're at 30.
Now we're at 30. Did you do a mirror check before you started to increase your speed?
Do I need
And
to?
now, come on now. What's going on with the harsh accelerating? Can we
Just
just
to
kind of
show
keep it a
I'm
little bit more
confident.
gentle? We're
Alright,
following signs to
alright.
Croydon, please,
Okay,
at the
cool,
roundabout.
You talked about, what's her name? Jenny. I would hate to get you on my driving test. You would not let a thing go and be
So
really
you spotted the sign. Where are
You
we off to?
left first exit.
Thank you very much.
You would make me really nervous if I was on a
I would
driving
make you
test.
nervous?
Yeah.
A smile like this make you nervous?
Cool. And setting off. That was a nice gap I had before this Ranger. But I thought, you know what, I'm on a driving test. I'm not going to try and get into it really quickly. The examiner wouldn't appreciate that. You're not used to an engine with this much power. You're not used to a car with this much oomph and chutzpah. You're used to a Peugeot. So, yeah,
I do recall when you drove my Peugeot, you didn't mind it.
that was off camera. This is a weird area to take a driving test, isn't it?
It's quite industrial. So
Very
what type of
industrial.
vehicles could you expect to see around here?
Buses,
Buses.
vans, lorries.
Excellent. And Francis from the driving school.
Yes, please. And me from the driving school. All right, you can expect to see me here recording YouTube videos. How many times have we got recognised at Mitcham Test Centre so far?
Yeah,
Too many to count, innit?
Yeah.
Love it.
Celebrities out here.
If you're taking your driving test and you see Laura out, say hi. She loves it.
I do.
She does. Yeah, she loves it.
Okay, what's holding us up here?
The fact that it's a meeting situation, only wide enough for one car, checking my mirror, moving out. Someone's going to definitely comment that I'm only driving with one hand.
Yeah.
100%.
Keyboard warriors,
you want-
first exit at the roundabout, please.
No problemo. Do you want to be a Karen or a Trevor? Go and put that comment in. I can't wait. Is it okay to
First
drive with one
exit.
hand on your driving test? Let's be controversial here, because some instructors say absolutely not.
Beautiful shape to that roundabout.
Yeah, we're
a
all the
lot
way
of
around the
people
outside.
straight line. A lot of people straight line that roundabout.
Yeah,
You need
not
to
good.
make sure you follow the shape of it round nicely.
What about
Perfect,
steering?
Thank you.
Do I have to do this while I'm driving?
You don't have to, as
No.
long as you maintain full control over the vehicle.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter how you hold the
Okay,
steering
am
wheel,
I
how
in
you
control
steer.
of the steering wheel?
You are in control of
Yeah.
the steering wheel.
So would this pass on the driving test?
Yeah, it'll be cool.
If your instructors told you to drive like this all the time and not crossing your arms,
We're going to
Ask
continue
him-
following signs to Croydon, by the way.
no problem. Ask him why and get in the comments and let us know what he said. because we've spoken to enough examiners that say, do you know what, steering is about control, not about how you steer. This isn't an advanced driving test, it's not a police driving test. Don't have to steer like this, just makes you look like a learner. Let's get cool with it. One hand on the gears, one hand on the window. Oh wait, no, one hand on the steering wheel at least.
Just don't pull your phone out.
Don't pull my phone out.
Maybe we could put some tunes on, but we won't.
No, I'll put tunes on the
Okay,
edit.
we're going to follow signs towards central London.
Thought so.
Please.
Thought that was coming. 28, 29 miles an hour.
Bum, ba, da, bum, bum, bum.
What's that? From a movie? From a tune?
No.
Bum ba da bum 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 bum.
I mean, it sounds like danger's coming.
Okay, it's me. That's me. I'm on the way.
It's you. What's going on?
If you're in Purley right now or near IKEA, I'm coming. I'm danger. Giveaway 50
Danger,
yards. Look at that.
danger.
See, because the giveaway line coming up is probably going to surprise me or be obscured. So I'm aware. I'm slowing down early. I'm looking to the right. I can make that easy. Let's go.
We will be taking the next road on the right. Please.
Towards the little villagey place. Okay, what does the hatch area mean? I can see this car overtaking me right now. What does the hatch area in the middle mean?
Get them to tell you in the comments.
Tell me in the comments, I can tell you now. It means it's trying to separate out the traffic. If the line around it's broken, you can use it if you have to, but I didn't have to use it. I'm in traffic, I didn't need to use it at all. So I wouldn't think an examiner would take what that car did very, very, very well. Nice and smooth.
We are going to bear right, please.
Right, avoiding the width restrictor. Cheers.
Avoiding the width restrictor.
Thank you very much.
Some kind like that.
Nice one. 20 miles an hour here, so I'm not going to go mental again.
Well done for noticing the speed change.
Can I actually pass this one?
I mean, you've already failed.
What do you mean I've already failed? That was
I
only
mean, you-
24.
And you continue to fail.
No,
I mean,
that was 22.
You do have a problem with
You get 10% margin for error.
not over and over again. If you continue to do it repeatedly, it becomes a habit.
100%.
It becomes a habit. Therefore,
Listen, I'm in control of this footage. I can just cut that out.
next road on the left,
Okay,
please.
cool. No problemo. I'm identifying the junction. I'm not sure where it is exactly. I can see the car. I can see the gap in the roads, gap in the houses.
Break in the houses.
Mirror.
Possibly road name signs.
Signal. You're making me avoid another width restrictor. Cheers, mate. Thank you. So kind.
And we will
Interesting. Is he going to wait for me?
turn right, please.
Turning right, mirror, signal. Now, give way lines into first gear. Check right, check left. If it's clear, are we stopping?
You don't need to stop. It's give way. You
Yeah.
only need to slow down and give way to anything that.
Yeah, the car's too low. The car's very, very low. I'm not going fast, am I? 10 miles an hour. over
No,
that.
you actually. Speed wasn't too bad. That.
Mercedes is dope.
Am I going to survive this long test?
Mercedes is wicked. That was alright. So yes, if your instructor also, because there's good instructors, there's bad instructors, there's good teachers, there's bad teachers, there's good police, there's bad police, there's good in every industry, but it's also bad. Some instructors tell you to stop at every single giveaway line. I had a really lovely lady called Maria who passed with me the other day. She had in lessons from another instructor before, and she'd been told to take every corner, every junction in first gear, bar none, and she'd been told to stop at every giveaway line.
At the end
Why?
of the road, turn right, please.
And if there's nothing coming, why are we stopping? And why are we taking all junctions in first gear? It's going to take you ages to get there. And imagine your instructor, your examiner on the day, he's going to be like, this is going to take all day. I'm not having this.
Question, why have you positioned yourself over here?
It's a one-way road and I can see the
Excellent.
arrows on the floor. I'm getting another call. I can't even take that one. I'm just going to silence it through my pocket. Because I'm driving. I could reject it on the screen. Yeah, there you go. Looking for a gap both sides. There's one coming up on the right. And is there one matching on the left? Yes, there is. We are off.
Here he goes.
Okay, 30 miles an hour. Let's go. That's not some crazy speed limit for this road. It's nice. It's gentle. There we go. That's not too fast, is it? Happy with that?
Yeah, we're
Good.
good. We're good. We're good.
Cool. Where are we going next?
I'm going to continue ahead.
Continuing
please.
ahead, so I can see the road is splitting into a few different lanes. I'm going to use the left one because that's
Excellent.
where we drive. Left is for driving. All other lanes are overtaking lanes. Wow.
So if these cones weren't here, what would you do?
Do you think that guy's going 40 miles an hour? If those cones weren't here, I'd be in the left, moving across to the left now.
Perfect.
But this is the leftmost lane. I'm doing 35 miles an hour. I'm just updating you guys, just so that Laura knows what I'm on. And I can see the cones are disappearing. If we're carrying on straight, I can be one more lane to the left. The problem is, if you get undertaken, there's no problem being in the middle lane, but the problem comes if you're hogging an overtaking lane and you get undertaken, which is passing on the left, instant fail. Because you need to be letting people overtake you and not undertake you.
At the roundabout, continue ahead.
No
to second
problemo.
Exit.
Mrs. Examiner, second ahead, straight on.
Straight on, second exit.
Straight on, second exit. All right, coming up to this one, I've been here before, but let's go through it together.
Okay.
I'm going to look for any road signs. Are there any road signs dictating where the lanes are going to take me? That's the first thing. The second thing is, if not, I want to be as far to the left as possible so no one else can be on my left and stop me from getting where I need to be. If there's another car going straight on my left and I'm in the middle lane going straight, I'm going to have a problem.
We're going to follow signs to Addington. We've got two roundabouts quite close together here,
Addington.
so the sign will help you
Okay.
with being able to position
So
yourself.
there's no road signs. I'm in the leftmost lane to go straight because that's sensible. I'm on a driving test. I'm not in a hurry. Left lanes are slow, but I'm not trying to go fast. Addington, the second roundabout said it was straight as well, so I'm just going to bear that in mind while I deal with this. I can get out in front of that. Vauxhall, easy. Those guys are going straight. I'm going straight. No, they turned left. I'm going straight. See what happens when you try and concentrate on.
It's difficult, isn't it?
Yeah.
Not as easy as it looks, Pete.
Okay, straight. I can see the lane marking on the floor. Checking right. Didn't need to slow down for that one because I could see from way far back what's going on. All right, still 30 miles an hour. Not sensible to go 30 miles an hour. There's a blind corner and the vehicle. I thought they were parked. No, vehicle up ahead. So I had it at about 25. You happy with that? Happy with that speed?
Yeah.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Magic. Still following Addington. I'm straight on at the traffic lights.
Correct, thank you.
A little bit of a hill start. Spotted the keep clear on the floor nice and early. I'm going to stop before it in case I can't move past it.
Yeah, I mean, people like Laura stop inside it.
If I
and fail the
can,
mock test.
if I could have moved past it, then I'd make progress forwards. But always stop before keep clear signs, pedestrian crossings, because then if you can move past it, you can just catch up to the vehicle in front, right? You haven't lost any time, you haven't lost anything.
No, exactly. But as well, if you was to move across the keep clear box, you just still need to make sure you're keeping that safe distance between you and the vehicle that's in front of you.
Yeah. So when I see that white car make space for me, then I can move across
exactly
the keep clear.
that.
But until then, I'm going to stay behind it. Right, green light, they're moving off, so am I. I love driving. Driving's so much fun, isn't it?
Driving is so much fun. Did you always want to be a driving instructor?
Absolutely not. Grow up wanting to be a driving instructor, but it's the best. I love it so
is
much,
indeed.
especially with this YouTube business. It's so much fun.
Still following the signs to Addington.
Everyone
He
wants to
nearly done it! He nearly
See?
stopped in the keep clear box.
I stopped before
I'm
it.
really trying, folks. I'm really trying.
I stopped before it. I saw the car making us space, so then I moved on.
There we go.
This might be the one where I actually passed the
You've
driving
already
test.
failed it. You've
haven't.
already failed
What?
it. You was doing 24 in a 20 zone.
For a second.
I mean, it was the same fault that you committed in Tolworth.
No,
So I
I
think
was-
you have a speeding issue.
I was driving 30 for a long time down that road in Tolworth from Shannon.
Oh, so you've learned. What you're saying is you've learnt your lesson. Is that what you're saying? You didn't do it for as long, so you've learnt
I
your
did it
lesson.
for 1 second. With Shannon, I did it half the road. Are you really going to fail me on that? Are you joking?
I'll see how the rest of your drive.
The first mock test I've had the chance of passing in the time I've had a YouTube channel. Absolute liberty. If
Depends.
Laura becomes an examiner, because you can't do both at the same time. You can't be an instructor and an examiner.
I applied to
always
become an
have that.
examiner once. Many, many years ago.
Yeah?
And I actually passed all
Yeah?
the recommended tests.
Why didn't you do it?
You know what? I realised that teaching people is far more rewarding,
And more fun.
more fun.
Can't talk to people if you're an examiner.
to teach somebody a skill they're going to have for the rest of their lives, it's priceless. Too many roundabouts coming up, quite close together. We're going to go straight ahead on the first and a left at the second,
No
please.
problemo. I know where I'm going. I used to bring people up that road for parallel parking and hill starts.
Ooh.
So I'm slowing it down, checking for the first one. Same again for the second one, mirror signal, let everyone know I'm going. There's no one coming up against me, so I'm gonna carry on. Yeah, how many times do you get the question, can you do my driving test as well? Or can you take driving tests as well as being an instructor?
So I have been asked it before.
I get asked that quite a lot. Can you be my
Yeah,
examiner?
a lot of people say, so you're going to test me at the end? No. I wish I could. With some of my pupils, I really
wish I could
there's
as well.
certain parts of their driving
Yeah.
that we had the authorization to sign off.
It would help so much because people are comfortable with us, and then the nerves
Exactly.
create tests. Also, I take a lot of money to pass people. I'd be super corrupt. So that's why you can't do it. You can't do both at the same time.
I mean, yeah, I'd probably have to go and buy a house in Dubai or somewhere.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah.
Checking to see if I can. I'm taking care on this one because I can't really see past the bus. I want to overtake it, and I'm positioned
Of
to
course
overtake
he does.
it. If you can position to overtake, then at least you're trying. If you just position behind the bus,
It's good because you're
you
not too
might
close
as well-
to the bus. You're not too close to the bus. You've got a nice, clear view around the bus.
Yeah,
Giving yourself enough space
I
to
didn't
get round
have the
if you
opportunity
could.
there, so
No opportunity.
never mind.
Obviously, now you're behind the bus. Try not to stay too close up his backside.
Definitely 2 seconds there in the dry.
Um,
Zebra crossing, check. We've got another roundabout coming up.
we will be turning left, please, first
Okay, down the
exit.
dual carriageway and then to the weird roundabout.
That
The
weird
square
roundabout. This,
Wow.
yes.
Damn, this route is tricky. Thanks for that. Did you purposefully take me on the hardest route that you know?
Yeah, as I say, this is a combination of roads that put together would make a very difficult test route.
Okay. Come on, guys. Keep your fingers crossed. This suspense is actually killing me right now. And this is the thing on your driving test. You know that you're doing well, but the driving test lasts quite a long time. You could mess it up at any point. So really focusing. Can you see I'm focusing? I'm really
Yeah.
trying here. I'm really trying.
I mean,
here.
you are trying.
Which is what you have to do
Gotta
for your
love a
driving test
tryer.
as well.
Got to love a trier.
You gotta try hard to pass your test first time. Do you know I'm doing X Factor next year?
Red butter. Is it the red butter?
Rude. You'd vote for me, wouldn't you? Come on.
I'd root for you.
You'd root for me. Would you stand at the side and
Give you the golden buzzer.
when they cut to the
Will you
members,
share your winnings
friends and family,
and
members
your
of the family
fame?
and
Would you
friends,
share your fame?
when they cut to you standing next to the stage and say, are you supporting how's Francis and how's he getting on and stuff? And you'd be like, I don't know him.
We are going to be taking the second exit
Straight
at the roundabout. Sorry.
No
I
comment.
want you to concentrate on the roundabout. Signposted Sutton and Wallington, please.
No problem. Moving over nice and early. Sutton and Wallington, that's a straight on second exit. I'm going to note down A232 as well so I can see what lane I need to be in.
So you
Well, I
would
could
be
be
in
in
the
either
left. You would preferably want to be in the left if them cones weren't there.
The leftmost lane of the ones that you can
Yes.
drive in. So I'm going to keep note of the numbers on the road as I go round as well to make sure I stay in the
Very
correct,
good tip.
Stay in the correct lane. Come on. A232, I'm going to move into this one because it's the leftmost lane of the ones that I can use.
Excellent. Beautiful
And
shape.
following it
Beautiful
round.
shape to that roundabout. We have got the traffic lights to control us here halfway round. So once again, it gives you a moment to compose yourself. Think about where you're going next. We will be following signs to Mitcham, please.
Pressure. Mitcham now. All right,
Mitcham.
cool. Mitcham, your favourite.
Mitcham!
Mitcham Test Centre is the one. Quick little mirror check before I set off there. Why is that important?
Because the situation could have changed whilst you were waiting. Something weren't there when you got there, checking that it's safe.
So this is confusing. Mitcham left. So most people probably would go left right there. But
However,
the
if you did
junction-
go down there, but
Yeah.
you still checked your mirrors and signalled appropriately,
You wouldn't get marked down
get
for
marked
it.
down for it because you've done the safest
Safely.
procedure for where you think you've got to go.
But the sign is always
But
before the
sign-
junction.
Exactly that.
Yeah.
And at the roundabout, we will turn right and take the third
I've got to do this
exit,
roundabout twice.
please.
All right. Normally from this side it's quite busy. So I'm going to take extra double care not to fail my driving test because I really want to pass because I'm doing really well right now.
You're
Mirror.
speeding again.
Signal. That's 32.
Speeding
That's
again.
fine.
Oh, it's 32. It's only a
32.
30 zone.
That's 10%.
Approach speed to the roundabout a little bit on the high
That's
side.
within 10%. Shh. 3, 2, 1. Go! Inside of the roundabout because I'm turning right. I need to use the inside. 1. Counting as I go around to keep myself
Dos.
composed. 2. Straight. Mirror. Signal.
Tres.
And move to the out. Let's go. What speed limit is it? 40 when I pass the sign. Let's go! Fourth gear.
And please leave the gearbox intact.
It's alright, it's my car. It's my car. It gets abused way more than this when I teach people a first lesson for sure. This is nice. Look at this, cruising.
Nice cruising. Continue following signs to Mitcham, please.
Mitcham. That's straight on, isn't it?
It is indeed.
Alright, cool. I'm going to keep to the left. I know this motor community transport is going to spoil my fun and not get up to speed very quickly, which I want to do. But it's alright, I'm on a driving test. Who's in a hurry? I've literally paid for this examiner's time. £62, it's a lot of money. Let's use it and enjoy it.
Thing as well, as you're coming back this way, you kind of recognise the area, realise you're heading back towards the test centre. So a lot of people could start to switch off. I'm on the home stretch now, heading back.
Yeah, I'm not switching off.
Don't switch off.
I don't switch off. Stay focused until the examiner tells you to turn your engine off. Because that's when it's over.
That is when your test is.
That's when the
over.
fat lady's going to be singing. Okay, red light. I'm braking all the way from back here. I'm just tickling the brake pedal a little bit. But the earlier that you start braking, the smoother it's going to be. Plus now, look, it's gone green. I can just select a new gear and carry on. 30 miles an hour, don't miss that one. How many times do people miss that 30 sign? So many times.
So many people miss it.
Especially when it's the first time you've taken them on that road. I bet they miss it every single time.
Indeed.
Remember on your hazard perception test, where you're looking at the screen, where are you looking? Absolutely everywhere. Not just at the vehicle in front, because then you miss the hazard. Exactly the same on your driving test. Or when you're driving all the time, you need to be looking absolutely everywhere and absorbing all of that information, absolutely everything coming at you. Someone's definitely going to mention I'll take my hands off the wheel then. Go on, Karen.
Again.
Might not want to do that on your driving test.
I want to derive from this route slightly and just take us back a slightly different way just for some fun. Let's take a right at the roundabout, signposted West Croydon, Addiscombe, South Norwood.
At the roundabout or this traffic light?
At the lights, please.
Cool. So, mirror signal. I'm going to try and catch these lights. A little bit of a late break there, but I didn't want to stop at another red light. That's boring.
I mean, he's already failed anyway, so.
Oh, look, it's Rock's driving
Who am I to
school.
judge?
Seen it on TikTok. Have you seen this one?
Oh.
Can you see that one? Seen it on TikTok?
Oh, I've not seen them around here before, and I'm quite surprised.
She's normally in Hither Green. I think her videos are normally in Hither Green. Shout out Rock's
Okay.
Driving School. Follow us on TikTok too, at Driving School TV. Obviously, because we're the best. Feel free to follow Vox as well, 'cause, you know, if you want to do something else as well. If you wanted to follow 2 accounts, then Vox is the second one. Where are we going? You just got me stuck in traffic.
Yeah, sorry. Cut. Oh.
Alright, cool. We'll probably fast forward this, to be fair.
Yeah, you can,
Yeah, we'll fast forward this. Put some music on.
while we're in traffic.
Just keep breathing.
That's enough to not get me demonetized.
Don't drink and drive, you'll spill it.
There's hardly any left. It's alright, it's just hot chocolate. Could have been back at the test centre by now.
Sorry.
No, we can
Come
go.
around.
We can go left and right. Look at the map.
I think I don't know whether is that what it is. It closed? Is that why everything's down this way?
Look. We
Yeah, you can
that
go
way.
left and right. I mean, if it's dead, just take us back that way.
No.
No.
Wow,
No.
genius.
Look at that. Genius crew.
Why is everyone waiting in traffic? What a mug.
Because they're not pros like you.
Oh, thanks. It's the first nice thing you've said to me all day.
I brought you a Subway and a hot chocolate. I am
Road
nice.
ahead closed. Is that this one then?
Access only. That's. Oh, what the? I just.
I bloody hate Mitchell. Take me back to Hither Green, please. This is a
Road ahead
joke.
closed. Access only.
So where did you want to get back to?
I wanted to go to the pond and then left
And
to
then left.
Lombard roundabout, then a
Okay.
right. But we'll just go down Canterbury,
Okay. Yeah.
past. Shout out R.I.P.
R.I.P. Croydon Test Centre.
Whoa!
Whoa, hazard perception.
Hazard
Click.
perception.
You are welcome, buddy. Saved your life there.
Saved
What an
your
idiot.
life,
My kid did that.
etc.
He'd need some road safety lessons.
This is the thing. This is the problem. You know what? They don't teach
Oh,
kids
Jesus
at
Christ.
school.
This is what I mean. When learners do this, and the examiner's just like going 13 miles an hour down a 20 road. Get on with it.
I mean, you can't ping it down here. We've got parked cars. We've got nursery.
13
Just
miles an
turn
hour.
right.
That's less than running speed. Do you know Usain Bolt runs at 23 miles an hour? Fun fact.
I can run at 25. I was saying about, like, when I was younger, there was more effort put in to
Croydon Test Centre.
RIP. Follow signs to Mitcham, please.
I've cut you off every time you've tried to make this point.
It's fine.
It better be really interesting.
It's not actually very
Is
interesting.
it not? Alright, let's move on.
No, what I was trying to say.
Oh, really? Again. Is it okay to hold it on the clutch like this? I always tell people not to do that.
Tell people not to do
Yeah,
that.
I was
for
on
in
the
case
hill
your foot
there.
slips.
I was on the hill there and I was holding it on the hill, on the clutch with no brake on.
Yeah, for in case you slip, you don't want to do
Yeah.
that. If your foot slips,
Oh, that was easy. 40 minutes, job done. Obviously, when we get a 40-minute video, I'm going to cut out the boring bits where Laura's waffling about road safety and just give you the
no,
interesting
my road
bits.
safety talk was actually quite
Boring?
no. When I was at school, there was
Okay.
a lot of effort put into teaching kids how to cross the road safely.
Before the war?
You know? During the war, even adverts and things like that on road safety and even bike safety.
Yeah.
People don't do that no more.
No, there's not that at all
There
anymore.
isn't. And
We even changed the rules on the highway code
And
and
this
no
is
one
the
knows
thing.
about it
Uh,
because there's no adverts about it. Back into the test centre.
oh yeah, excuse me, yeah, left, next left,
Mirror,
please.
signal, sitting there daydreaming about Sadiq Khan.
Daydreaming about something.
What is up, security? Man,
He's like,
security.
it's you
It's
again.
like, you again, yeah! That's how many times? Like 6 times now we've been in there. He recognises us. We don't even have a roof box on. You're supposed to have a roof box on or L plates on to get in here, but he's seen us so many times. He's like, oh, you guys, yeah.
Roof box or L plates is kind of like our security bar pass,
Yeah,
isn't it?
yeah. How do I get on that driving test, Laura?
You
Come on.
failed.
What, really? You actually going to fail me for
Yes.
that? For that 1 second 24?
It was, you know what it was?
Harsh.
It was the harsh acceleration that done it for me.
But then a harsh brake to bring it straight back down again.
It's a lot of harshness, so I'm going to be harsh.
Oh, I'm not sure. Shall we throw it out to the people? Shall we throw it out? I'm going to throw it
Let's
out.
throw it out,
to
throw it
you
out,
guys.
throw it out.
Laura says it's a pass. I say any examiner, 24 for 1 second.
I mean, you
In
did
a 20
continue to,
zone.
you've done it here and there. You continued to break the speed limit repeatedly,
For a second! Or within the 10% margin for error anyway.
but doing it continuously shows that it's a habit, shows that you may be a danger
Really?
to the public.
I'm a danger to the public.
We just want Francis to fail!
Jeez, hardcore. Guys, what do you think? Are you going to give me a pass or a fail on that one? Have I passed that driving test or should I chalk that down to yet another mock test fail? I think it's more fun to fail, but also I was trying really hard on that one to keep it within parameters.
Well, anyway, you said it's not over till the fat lady sings.
Yeah. So, let me know. Get in the comments, comment pass or comment fail, and whichever one gets the most comments will go with that.
The majority vote.
Yeah, that was fun. Thank you,
If you
Laura.
pass, what are you going to win?
Nothing. I'm going to win a pretend driving license, but I just want to be able to say I've passed one. Cool. Awesome. That was fun. Should we do no? Should we do that again sometime?
Yeah, why not?
Yeah?
Yeah.
And you need to do another walkthrough route because everyone was asking for it on your video.
Yes.
If you haven't seen Laura's video, click here. It's there. It's a good one.
That was my nose. Careful.
No, there. Click there.
Yes.
Yeah. So Laura's going to jump back in
definitely.
her crappy Peugeot and give you guys another mock test around Mitcham soon. Thanks for coming down. Thanks for showing me around Mitcham.
You're welcome.
And guys, hope
Enjoy
you enjoyed
the
that one.
sunshine.
See you in the next video. Peace. We out. Do you really think I failed? If that was a mock test with an actual student, would you give them a fail?
No.
I'm done.